Hey guys, this is Marv De Leon again for another episode of the Freelance Blend podcast. And first of all, thanks for watching me here on YouTube and for listening to this episode at on Spotify or iTunes or wherever you are listening from or watching from right now. So thank you very much. So, for this episode, this is another episode of Ask Marv, where I answer your questions about freelancing, online business, and anything related to being an entrepreneur and anything about working online. So, first, before I answer your questions, if you have questions yourselves, and if you want to send them to me, and if you want to be featured on your question to be featured on the show, just message us on facebook.com/freelanceblend, or you can also email me directly, marv@freelanceblend.com. Okay, so we have about, I think I will be able to answer three questions from you guys. So, question number one: how can I secure employers, and how long will it take for me to have a freelance project? By Renee. So, I won't give her full email address, but her name is Renee. So, how can I secure employers, and how long will it take for me to have a freelance project? So, how can I secure employers? So, I'm thinking your question is how you can keep your current clients. How do you make them long-term clients, and for them to not fire you right away? Well, it's very important that your gig or your skill set is something that will be the client will need for a long time. So, definitely, when you do that interview with the client and when you send that proposal, you should have a proposal that will address yung, it's not just a short-term project, pero you have something like a retainer, so that yun nga, long-term yung engagement. So, and that's how you can secure that client, and that it's easier for you. You don't need to get new clients all the time. You can work with a few clients. So make sure that you have that in, sabi ko, in your skill set. Let's say you're a social media manager. Again, that's our example. So, yung short term na project will be setting up social media profiles. Let's say Facebook profile, Facebook page, Facebook group, Twitter account, IG account, etc., etc. So, setup lang yon. But, what about the everyday? Of course, social media marketing, you need to have something posted at least every day. So, yun na yung social media management, social media marketing, where you have a retainer na. So, para na siyang a monthly retainer for the client to be able, for the client, hindi niya na kailangan mag-post every day. You will take care of that problem for them. Hindi na, kumbaga, he or she can focus on other parts of the business. So we will handle everything about social media. So that's how you position yourself, na hindi ka lang there for the one time project, but you're there long term. And clients would also appreciate that, kasi for them, they don't need to look for new freelancers every time. And if magaling kayo, then they would rather have you on their team as a team member for the long term. So it's a win-win. So you have to position yourself that way during the call and in your proposal. Meron kayong option for the project setup, and secondly for a long-term kumbaga retainer arrangement na. So that's how you secure a client, and then if that works, then and if you are able to charge high, sabihin natin $1,000 a month, then okay ka na than looking for $1,000 clients every time. So the good thing is you can focus on your work, and instead of keeping on getting new clients every time, and you'll become a better freelancer pa. So I hope I answered your question. How long will it take for you to have project? So siguro naman ito yung question, how long for you to get a client. So walang depends. It can take months, it can take days. So wala talagang it really depends on you how regular you are applying, how yung offer mo, yung service mo, how attractive is it to the client. So that's really case to case basis. So next question from Jean: how to make it big in this industry and make a difference as well. So when you're talking about industry, maybe you're asking about the freelancing industry and how to make a difference. So how to make it big? I'd have to say, for you to become a big fish in a small pond, so you have to have a small pond. So you have to choose a niche. Let's say if you want to make a name for yourself, let's say in the freelancing industry, well, hindi naman, unti-unting dumadami na rin ng tao sa freelancing industry dito sa Pilipinas. And if you want to make a difference, then you have to choose a specific niche. Let's say my friend who I interviewed recently, si Neil Reichel, he's a nabubulol ako palagi, chatbot guru. Hindi naman ako Bisaya, but yun, chatbot guru si Neil Reichel. Parang from out of nowhere, bigla na lang siyang sumipot sa social media because people were sharing and interviewing him and featuring him sa mga courses, and kasi he got known as an expert sa chatbots. So he focused on that specific in the niche within the freelancing industry, and because of that nakilala ko siya. I met him in one of the events, and then I invited him to become a guest sa aking social media workshop, which was last week. At well, thank you pala sa mga nag-attend. It was great, and thank you to Neil and Ginger for attending that workshop as my guest. So I digress, but yun, nakilala siya, and because of that I also featured him on the show and my workshop, because siya lang yung talagang sabihin natin matunog ngayon when it comes to chatbots, and a lot of people would like to learn more about chatbots. So again, focusing on a niche to become that big fish in a small pond. So thank you, Jean. I hope I answered your question. And our last question is, I would ask how you started and ask for some tips and advice how to improve my business and to increase my value. How I started? Well, mahabang from Francis. Thank you to Francis. He's an medyo intermediate freelancer na siya. So, yung how I started, I think I answered that in many episodes already of Freelance Blend. And sa mga webinars, you'll can also find out about my story in the about page of freelanceblend.com. So just go to freelanceblend.com/about. You can also find out more about my story sa aking personal professional website, marvdeleon.com. So, para mabilis lang, I don't need to tell that story again. Even sa previous episode, I talked about quickly how I started sa online business. Go to freelanceblend.com/156. But what I would like to answer is his question, how to increase my value. So I guess the question is, ayan, the question niya, yung second question, how to improve my business and to increase my value as a freelancer. So, since intermediate freelancer ka na, so how do you continue to keep improving your business and increasing your value? So, I always answer this is to education talaga, adding to your skill set. You shouldn't just, kumbaga, big, wag ka maging kampante sa current, kung ano man ginagawa mo. You should keep on improving your craft. Let's say, again, social media manager ka, example natin, ang daming social media platforms out there coming out. So, are you learning about the different platforms? Napag-usapan natin yung guru, yung chatbots. Do you know what a chatbot is? So, if not, then you should continue to learn about these features and platforms, and that's how you increase your value. That's how you can improve your business, and that's how you can charge higher. Kasi let's say, yun nga, sa chatbots, you can charge as high as thousands, 2,000 peso, dollars. Compared to setting up a Facebook page, baka $5 lang yan. So, chatbots, $1,000. So, ang layo ng value, di ba? So, if you are stuck in just creating and being a social media manager, then mahirap yon. So, hindi lang naman yung example. Let's say you are a digital marketer and you don't know copywriting. Ang alam nyo lang is email marketing. Hindi, related pala yung sa copywriting. Alam nyo lang is, as a digital marketer, ano ba? Creating a digital marketing plan. That's very general and madaling humanap ng freelancer na ganon. But if you are aware of digital marketing tools like ClickFunnels, like ActiveCampaign, like Infusionsoft, then you add to your skills, you add to your value. So, I hope I was able to answer your question, Francis. And medyo umiingay na sa background ko. I hope hindi nyo naririnig yon. But that's a signal for me to end this episode. So, thank you. I hope I was able to answer all 3 questions by Renee, Jean, and Francis. So, thanks again for listening. Please join our Facebook group, freelanceblenders.com, and join our community of freelancers. And we meet regularly through meetups and also online through webinars and chat groups. So please join us sa ating Facebook group, freelanceblenders.com. So that's it for this episode. Thanks again for listening and peace to everyone. Bye.